What's up? What's up? What's up? Anyways, here we go. Series 6 Juggernaut variant prototype. Here I just have the package in front of me. I myself, gosh, this is one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures of all time. So I own quite a few Juggernauts. I have 2 in package, 3 loose, and 1 of the variant. Now, just what, like I said, one of my favorite characters. So I ended up picking up quite a few here. Reason I'm delaying the videos because I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things here. A lot of times when I watch other people's videos in the community, I end up running into somebody that I thought I was subscribed to or I had a video of, and that kind of bums me out because I'm thinking all along I'm subscribed to these people, and for some odd reason, I haven't been, and I haven't been watching any of their videos. So if you're a Marvel Legends collector and you have some YouTube videos of your collection, and you continue to show videos here on the Marvel Legends community, and I'm not subscribed to you, please send me a message saying, hey Solid, I've been in the community for a while, I noticed you're not subscribed to my channel, and I will go back and subscribe to all the Marvel Legends players here in the community that are pumping out videos, and subscribe. I am waiting for some very important people also that are from other forums, well, either Fwoosh, MarvelousNews.com, that have been in the Marvel Legends community way before YouTube even started. A lot of these guys have been collecting for years. One of them, like Rick Cornell. If I can get your videos, Rick, I'd really love to put them up. Also, MarvelousNews.com, Puda, a bunch of guys that are still in the forums, have been there and have been in the game ever since day one, even before Marvel Legends, when Toybiz was doing non-articulated figures, the old school Secret Wars figures. Just because there's a Marvel Legends community doesn't mean it's segregated, doesn't mean anybody's better than anybody. We are all in the same boat. We are all collectors, and I want other people that have been in the Marvel Legends community way before this YouTube thing. I want those guys to join in, the guys that are 40, 50 years old and have massive collections, old collections. Come in and share your collections with us. I'm pretty sure we'll all be blown away, and pay some homage to the old school collectors once again that have been there since the gate. Anyways, guys, another thing here, this Marvel Legends Series 6 figure was a figure that was supposed to, the variant was supposed to be released in a Walmart exclusive best of wave, and that wave never came out. Here in a few minutes I have some older pictures that show this variant at Comic-Con as part of that wave. In part of that wave, there was they had the best of figures. They had the Vision, Phasing Vision. They had the Jean Grey variant, and I believe they had the Deadpool figure, which once again was being released in the regular colors. So once again, before we get moving on here, let me show you guys a quick picture coming up. Last look at the package here. Here is the pic. Some of you guys might recognize this pic. This is the pic that was at the con the year of, which was back in '06. And like I said, this was going to be something. It was more towards the end of Toybiz's run, and it just never made it out. However, there were a handful of these prototypes that a couple of the people at Toybiz took off with, and I was able to buy one of them off a gentleman who had taken these, and I believe he took about, I think it was about 5 of them, and very few people were able to get some of these. I believe he has 2 left in his collection. For his private collection, he didn't want to get rid of the last 2. Anyways, take a good look here. Now on with the review here. Here I got the old Jugs here next to them. Same exact figure, just different color scheme. And there's let's move this guy out of the way. There's a certain way you can tell that this is a prototype versus it not being a custom. So let's look at the figure here, top to bottom. got some silver, some gray, some gold, and some yellow. This figure was featured in very few comics. One of the comics that I like the most, and for those of you who don't know where the suit came from, is Trial of the Juggernaut. Look it up. You know, you could still find some issues and some runs on eBay. Trial of the Juggernaut. And why should you pick it up? Maybe it's because in that comic She-Hulk gave it up. I don't know. But anyways, it's a good run. He wore this color. And once again, it was called Trial of the Juggernaut. Now let's get into some of these details here. Now, this figure I've only pulled out a few times. See that? That's painted molded silver. So it's a gray painted with a metallic silver. Same with the plastic there. And the plastic is actually a tan color under, and only certain parts of the plastic were actually molded gray. So we'll get into that as well too. This upper torso area is actually molded in gray and then painted over, and then the skin tone is actually the same. See this right here? It's actually, you can actually see some of the skin tone there. So this part of the figure was actually painted, and that silver was painted. Same thing with the arm bands. They were painted silver. The I don't know, what do you want to call that? Brass knuckles, gold knuckles. It was also painted gold, and it's the same color as the skin tone. The bottom portion also gray. Now this is what I mean by you telling it's not a prototype. This plastic down here is actually a molded gray plastic. It's molded gray. It's not brown or tan or any other color. So if I was to scratch it, it would not chip. It would chip into a yellow. I got a little bit of a yellow scuff up on the thigh, but right here, see this? This is actually still gray, and this is painted yellow. Same thing with the bottom part, but you see this pin here? That's a yellow pin. It's yellow plastic. It's not painted. It's actual yellow plastic, which is how you can tell this is the actual figure. This was painted, and even the pivot joint was painted yellow. Now the foot itself is yellow plastic. It's not painted, and that's one of the ways you can tell that this is a real prototype, is the fact that the foot is just an all yellow plastic. It does have some paint on there, but if I was to nick it or cut it with a knife, it's going to bleed yellow all the way through, because that's the color of the plastic. Same down here, same articulation. We got the calf articulation, and like I said, this bottom portion here is actually gray painted yellow, and that's how you get that darker yellow wash. And once again, the foot is all yellow, including the joint in there. The pin is yellow, and all this upper and lower half is gray, and it's painted over. So that's how you can tell when you have a legitimate prototype versus a custom. And also the fact that the paint job is not necessarily perfect. If it was a custom figure done professionally, it would have a perfect paint job everywhere. It wouldn't have, you know, the skin tone, the original skin tone color coming over some of the plastic. This figure here, like I said, there's only 5, and this figure is one of my prized possessions. I love this figure dearly, man. And this figure I keep safely put away. This is a figure that I do want to send off to have AFA graded. I never touch this figure. Rarely do I pull him out, and I don't even like messing with his joints, simply because I don't want him loosening up. So this is my baby, and he's got a great paint job, and like I said, this guy's going to go back and get graded. Same thing with the helmet. I rarely pull this helmet off. Now the thing about these helmets is you got to get them right. You got to get them right into the holes on the sides, and then I don't know if you guys noticed, but these Juggernaut helmets never really go on all the way in the back. They snap onto the front, cover the front, and it always sticks out a little bit in the back. Don't try to get the entire helmet in there, or else you're gonna bust your helmet. So here you go. Now, I've been wanting to customize one for the longest time so that I could have one, and that's the reason why I bought so many extra Juggernauts. Is I want to customize a Juggernaut for my private collection and just have them so I could pose them and whatnot. But simply because I don't want to play with this figure, it's the joints are all tight, and you know, of course, once you start posing your figures a lot, they become loose with time. And that's the only downfall about displaying your figures all the time, and that's why Solid Snake doesn't do a lot of ACBAs, because I am just so meticulous about my figures. Um, Even when I pose them in my glass cabinets, I take my time and I make sure I don't force joints. I make sure, you know, I move the joints in the correct way. I just don't want to have a bunch of loose figures laying around. Even when I put them in bins, I lay them carefully. You know, make sure the faces are away from everything else so you don't scuff up the face. Because once you scuff up the face to try to match that paint, really sucks. So that's just my deal. You know what I mean? That's why I only do some ACBA and I don't do a lot of contests. For one, I don't have the time. I have a family, kids, and second of all, I don't like moving my figures around a whole lot. Even though I have an extra couple sets mint on card, I want my figures that are loose to also be mint. Once again, my kids might take over my collection when they're older and whatnot. But here's just a quick glance here. Man, this is a figure I really love. Now, if Hasbro, see, for example, the Marvel Select, there's going to be a Marvel Select Juggernaut that's probably going to be one of the best jugs released, and it's going to look great in your Marvel Legends collection. However, they're doing a variant which is the helmet off. There's a helmet off variant and a helmet on. Why not just make the helmet removable and give us different colors? Now, there's this color, right? And there's also Ultimate Juggernaut, right? I would prefer a color change for a variant, or even maybe a different outfit. For example, the Ultimate Juggernaut outfit, or maybe even a civilian Kane Marco and clothes. To me, that's a variant. If you're just gonna take the helmet off and take the helmet on, kind of what they're doing with their Magneto Marvel Select figure, they decided to go helmet on, helmet off. To me, that's not a variant. To me, that's a waste of money. If you're going to give us a variant, give us a Magneto, make the helmet removable, and give us an Ultimate Magneto, right? Maybe in the purple color. That's a variant. So hopefully Hasbro, when they do these figures and they come out with the 2012 line, if you're going to give us variants, don't give us crap variants. Make sure it's a different outfit. That's what I say. I just don't like wasting money for a simple, subtle change. Helmet on, helmet off. Wow, what a waste of money. But being a Marvel fan, we're going to buy those up. Both helmet on and helmet off. To me, that's just a weak variant. Anyways, guys, I think it's important that companies understand when you give us a variant, give us a true variant. Different color, different face, different outfit, whatever it may be. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy and take care.